Hey y'all, it's Mama TPG with One Love, One Light Tarot. Welcome to the Daily Blind Spot. Let's get started. Oh, I did want to mention that I did start up a TikTok and I am on there daily with a daily card. So check that out for me. Follow, subscribe, do that as well on here. Like the videos, please. It makes a huge difference to keep me going. All right, so Spirit, what is the daily blind spot for the collective? I've been a little under the weather today, partly yesterday and then today, so I'm just kind of taking it easy. What's the daily blind spot for the collective? And we have number 9. This looks somewhat chaotic, right? Trying to contain something. That's what I'm getting, but let's see what it actually means. All right. I don't know if we got this one before. Coping. Okay. If you have drawn this sigil, you are currently coping. You are coping in a situation where you need to do something other than to cope. To cope is to make a specific alteration mentally, emotionally, or physically so that you can manage or adapt to something that is causing you stress. A coping mechanism is a specific procedure, process, or technique which manages or allows you to adapt to stress. Stress is serious business. A human being cannot thrive in an atmosphere of stress. When a human being goes into a state of distress, well-being immediately declines, and so it is only natural that we should want to make a change to the situation as quickly as possible. But often, the situation that is causing us distress cannot be eradicated. It is out of our control to eradicate the stressor, so we are forced to manage it and adapt to it. This is especially true in childhood when we did not call the shots about our own life. The people around us did. If you have drawn this sigil, the time has come to see that you are not actually making an improvement to your life relative to the situation. You need to make a change that actually changes the situation instead of continuing to cope with it. Because in this situation, as difficult as it may seem or be, you actually do have the power to make a change to the entire situation, provided that you will first choose with your free will to stop coping with it. Wow, I really love this one. Okay, so let's see how this is playing out for the collective. What's the story? Spirit, why are we seeing this sigil today? What are we coping with? And we have the 7 of Wands. The colors here don't quite match up with my ideas, but all right, what else do we have? We have the 8 of Swords, trapped in fear. So 7 of Wands, stand your ground. 8 of Swords, trapped in fear. Ace of Wands, passion ignited. Okay, let me just scoot these over a little bit. Here I am with God's light, and it is a little shadowy, so I apologize. 5 of Swords. Let's get one more. And 6, or actually this is the Love card, Harmony. All right. So I feel like this is in regard to a relationship, and there may be something where maybe it's out of character for you to really stand your ground, but this is what you feel you have to do in order to, enforce boundaries or just to be able to stand in your truth. However, That's not a comfortable state for you. This is what I'm feeling. And so sometimes you get in your head when you have to be confrontational and you feel like there's no other way. So the real challenge comes by allowing yourself to be led by spirit and really be who you really are, and in a high vibrational way, in order to change the situation. So we do get this Five of Swords as the advice from Spirit, and this says conflict and defeat. And sometimes it's about recognizing where there is something that you are doing that is putting you in this defeated state. So it's about changing your vibration to not include this conflict, this I rarely would ever say do not stand your ground, but is it really worth it? It's about looking at, what am I trying to achieve here? Is this going to better the situation, or is this just what I'm being told I should do? You know, by society, it's like, don't let people run you over. I'm not saying let people run you over, but confronting people and being very adamant about a particular thing, if it's not actually aligned with, you know, you in your soul, then it seems very silly to stand your ground in those situations. So the end result is harmony when you really take the advice here and look at how you are perpetuating this particular situation. All right, sometimes when we're coping, I feel like we are in a blame state, and it's like either we feel powerless or we are giving other people power over us by saying, you know, this is your fault or what have you. But when we really look at how we are perpetuating this type of patterns in our lives, we can really, you know, understand our own power and be able to then change our vibration or change our tactics to something that is more aligned with what our soul purpose is. So let's get, ooh, lots of cards just fell out. Too many. But I want to get some clarification. Hold on a second. Really, dog? I am going to bring my dog on whenever I am presentable. Most days I'm not. Okay, so why is stand your ground here in regard to coping? This is in our recent past. And we have Two of Cups. So I definitely see that this is about trying to keep some type of peace within, you know, a relationship of some sort. Most likely a romantic relationship. All right, why is Eight of Swords here? What's keeping us trapped? Well, we have Six of Wands. So it's about, I feel like there is a lack of acknowledgement, maybe for what positive things that you do, and this can be something where you're really fighting to get acknowledged or appreciated for your efforts within this relationship, within your family. It could even be at work, and so this is something that you're seeking outside of yourself. And that's where we can really go wrong, because we are giving the power to somebody else to make us feel fulfilled or justified. So why is this Ace of Wands here, this passion ignited for the challenge? And we have the Two of Swords. So I feel like there is something where you're not seeing things clearly. You're not allowing yourself to trust your intuition. It's about really trusting your intuition, and that's where that Ace of Wands energy, that connection to spirit, is really going to give you the protection and guidance you need to move forward in this situation properly. All right, so why is conflict and defeat, or this Five of Swords here for the advice? And we get the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like what this is saying is that, you know, you're perpetuating a situation, a pattern that's just going to keep going round and round, when you are engaging in these, you know, and it could be minimal battles, but I feel like there is a battle going on and it's causing this disharmony, and, you know, coping is definitely a factor here. So why is harmony here, or the Lovers here? And we have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like this is really about co-creating with Spirit. Again, I feel like Six of Wands and Three of Pentacles are both pertaining to acknowledgement of, you know, really feeling like you're doing the right thing, that you are in line for victory or success, and you don't feel acknowledged. So you are coping by sometimes biting first, if you will. I've said this in the past. It's this type of thing where I feel like, you know, there's things that are said or actions taken that hurt other people in order to you know, not be blindsided and hurt yourself first. It's like, you know, hurting someone else before they can hurt you. So this can perpetuate that conflict, that continual conflict, and constantly feeling defeated. But Spirit is saying it's time to let go of that cycle and move forward with protection and guidance through Spirit. All right, so let's get some, here are these spirit animal oracles to close this out. What guidance do we have for the collective in regard to coping? And we have the Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. So there may be something, and this is the number 16 card, which is the same as the Tower card. So I feel like what's happening, or what may happen, is if you're not able to clearly see how you are perpetuating this, that's something you can control, right? But if you can't clearly see it or be able to take action to change that pattern, then the divine will do it for you, you know. And this could be indicative of a Tower moment coming for you. Not for you, but in your near future, right? Okay, and we also get the Wombat Spirit, be at home. So I feel like this is really, this is the number 68 card, which breaks down to a 5. So I feel like there is a need for balance and a need to get back to this harmony state, right? This harmony where you do feel at home, okay? So I feel like that is what Spirit is drawing your attention to with this Wombat Spirit. And it could very well be that you know, your presence is more needed at home than maybe you're working a lot, or whatever the case is. It'll be different for all of you. Okay, and finally we get the Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. And that's where we have this stand your ground and this passion ignited, the Ace of Wands. I feel like these are both cards that indicate, you know, that you really can believe in yourself and not have to question or alter, you know, your own way of doing things, unless it's not aligning with your true self. All right, those are the messages that came through for you this daily blind spot. Thank you so much for watching. Again, check me out on TikTok. It's a brand new account and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And remember that the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.